This is Gina with Purdue Extension Floyd County, and I just wanted to give you some garden tips since June is just about over. We are starting to see some problems in the vegetable garden. Some of these problems can be easily fixed and some cannot. There are also some that we can narrow down the problem but not give a definite answer. The first problem we will look at is sun scald. With our recent very hot, very dry weather, it is not uncommon for some vegetables to show sun scald. The best thing to do is to remove the affected fruit and make sure the plant has good leaf cover. If the garden is small enough, a shade cover could be effective, but it might hinder rain soaking into the ground. When we have this excessive hot, dry weather, plant growth can be stunted and the leaves may start to look a little yellow. The best thing to do is to water the plants early in the day and give them a good soaking. Just putting a little water on the top of the soil isn't going to help the plant. They need a good deep watering so that the roots can take up the water. If possible, use a soaker hose. This will prevent the leaves from getting wet and other issues from arising. Insects are just not avoidable in the garden setting. We do have to learn to live with them because more often than not, the insects in the garden are beneficial. They are eating other insects or they are helping pollinate crops. This image is of damage caused by Japanese beetles. It is called skeletonization. The Japanese beetle ate all the leaf tissue in between the veins. Since only a few leaves are showing damage, then it isn't anything to worry about. A little damage won't hurt the plant. This is a bean leaf, and it is possible that one or two different insects took a chunk out of it. Based on the smoothness of the damage, it was probably a leaf cutter of some kind. But again, not enough damage to worry about. When we see damage like this, it is best to flip the leaf over and see if there are any insects on the underside of this leaf. Any insects underneath may be a clue as to what caused the damage. The damage on this plant was caused by a flea beetle. They are a tiny black bug that likes radishes and eggplant. Even though the leaves don't look very good, the plant will survive. The next problem is kind of tricky. The tomato leaves are all curled up, which would make someone think that the plant was responding to the heat, or maybe a lack of water. But after doing some investigating, it is more probable that a herbicide was sprayed nearby and it drifted onto the tomato. It wasn't enough herbicide to kill the plant, just stunt some of its growth and make the leaves curl. When spraying any kind of chemical, it is always important to read and follow all label instructions. If spraying herbicide, it is important to spray on days when the wind isn't blowing and the humidity is low. It is also important to spray close to the plants that need the herbicide so that it doesn't drift and land on plants that don't need herbicide. This plant has a fruit that was fertilized and the blossom is falling off. It is important to make sure this plant gets plenty of water so that the fruit will continue to grow. If it doesn't get enough water, the fruit will wilt and fall off. Now is also the time to stake vining plants if they were not staked when planted. Using stakes on vining plants helps to get some of the fruit off the ground, which prevents rotting. It also helps elevate the leaves so that when we do get rain, the leaves can dry faster and there will be a reduced chance of fungus growth. Hopefully these tips will help you have a great garden this year and for years to come. For questions, please contact the Purdue Extension Office of Floyd County at 812-948-5470 or email myself, Gina Anderson, A&R Extension Educator, at gmanders@purdue.edu.